Akashwani presents Morning News. Good morning. I am VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to release first installment of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin under PM-JANMAN scheme today. President Droupadi Murmu to be on a 3-day visit to Meghalaya and Assam beginning today. Festivals of harvest, Makar Sankranti, Pongal, Uttarayan and Magh Bihu being celebrated in different parts of the country. Cold to severe cold wave conditions likely to continue over plains of northwest India during the next 3 days. India's Yogesh Singh wins gold medal in men's 25-meter standard pistol event at Asian Shooting Championships in Jakarta. And India beat New Zealand 3-1 in FIH Women's Hockey Olympic Qualifiers in Ranchi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will release the first installment to 1 lakh beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin under the Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyay Maha Abhiyan PM-JANMAN today through video conferencing. He will also interact with the beneficiaries of PM-JANMAN on the occasion. In line with Mr. Modi's efforts towards the vision of Antyodaya to empower the last person at the last mile, the PM-JANMAN was launched for the socio-economic welfare of particularly vulnerable tribal groups (PVTGs) in November last year. The PM-JANMAN, with a budget of around 24,000 crore rupees, focuses on 11 critical interventions through 9 ministries. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 2-day visit to Andhra Pradesh and Kerala beginning tomorrow. Mr. Modi will inaugurate the new campus of the National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics in Andhra Pradesh. He will also interact with officer trainees of the 74th and 75th batch of the Indian Revenue Service, Custom and Indirect Taxes, as well as officer trainees of Royal Civil Service of Bhutan. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister will perform puja and darshan at Guruvayur Temple in Kerala. Mr. Modi will also perform puja at Triprayar Sri Ramaswamy Temple. During his visit to Kochi, Prime Minister will inaugurate 3 major infrastructure projects worth more than 4,000 crore rupees. President Droupadi Murmu will be on a 3-day visit to Meghalaya and Assam beginning today. On the first day of her visit, the President will inaugurate the Meghalaya Games at the PA Sangma Stadium in Tura. Tomorrow, she will address the members of self-help groups at Baljek Airport in Tura and virtually lay the foundation stone for the new integrated administration complex. On the same day, President Murmu will address a gathering at Mai Flong and virtually inaugurate upgraded road projects. The President will also lay the foundation stones for Shillong Peak Ropeway and tourist accommodations in the villages of Kongthong, Mailingot and Kodengrim. In the evening, the President will attend a civic reception to be hosted by the Government of Meghalaya at the Raj Bhavan, Shillong. For the first time in Lucknow, Central Command of the Indian Army, also known as Surya Command, will conduct the 76th Army Day Parade today at the 11 Gorkha Rifles Regimental Centre. After the parade, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will grace the Shaurya Sandhya program in the evening. It will showcase various forms of martial arts, combat displays and fly past. Our correspondent has filed this report.
6 marching contingents, 5 regimental brass band and 5 regimental pipe bands will participate in the parade. The Chief of the Army Staff, General Manoj Pandey, will review the Army Day parade and will present the Gallantry Awards for individual acts of bravery and sacrifice. An addition of judges, first time, the Indian Army has incorporated AI-based software to assess the drill with pre-feed parameters to select the most disciplined contingent. Around 15 AI-enabled cameras placed around the parade ground will capture the movement of all marching contingents. The Army Day parade will have a fly past of microlights and helicopters. A team of motorcycle riders will also showcase their skills. Various weapon systems in the Indian Army's inventory will also be displayed on the parade ground. Om Awasthi, Akashwani News, Lucknow.
Preparations for Pran Pratishtha ceremony in Aodha is going on in full swing. Uttar Pradesh government has made special arrangements for clean and comfortable transport system in the city. A fleet of e-buses was inaugurated by Chief Minister yesterday, and many more e-buses and green autos will be on the road in the coming days. More from our correspondent.
Ayodhya city will set an example of green and clean transport system in the country. State government is mulling over restriction on diesel run vehicles in the city area, and only green autos and electronic buses and CNG fitted vehicles will be allowed to run. A fleet of 500 electronic buses will be on road in the coming days. These buses will run on all parikrama routes. Transport Minister of State Makar Singh said that over 1,000 buses of Transport Department are running for the convenience of passengers who want to reach Ayodhya city. Ram Dhun, Ram Bhajans and devotional songs are playing continuously in these buses.
Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jaya Sita Ram.
Sushil Chandra Tiwari, Akashvani News, Ayodhya.
Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah will launch a pilot project to strengthen intercooperation within the cooperative entities at Deodar in Banaskantha district of Gujarat today. The project aims to persuade cooperative entities to have their bank account with the cooperative banks only. Mr. Shah will also inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of various development projects of cooperative sector on the occasion. More from our correspondent.
The pilot project was first implemented by Gujarat State Cooperative Bank in Banaskantha and Panchmal district of Gujarat to achieve the vision of Sahakar se Samriddhi. After the success of the pilot project in these two districts, it will be launched today across the country. During the program, several new projects of Banas Dairy will also be launched at the hands of Union Minister Amit Shah. These include Banas Bovine Breeding and Research Center at Banaskantha, state-of-the-art atta plant, Banas Organic Fertilizer Products, Amul Organics and Hydrogen Production Trial from cow dung. Banas Dairy will also provide a zero-interest credit card to cattle breeders from today in the presence of Union Minister Amit Shah. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Festivals of harvest, Makar Sankranti, Pongal, Uttarayan and Magh Bihu are being celebrated in different parts of the country today. These festivals mark the end of winter and the onset of longer days. These festivals are celebrated with cultural diversity, featuring traditions like kite flying, bonfires and delightful feasts across the country. In Tamil Nadu, Thai Pongal, as it is called, is the beginning of the Tamil month Thai, is celebrated by Tamils living all over the world. The season is celebrated for 3 days. Today, the people offer their harvest to the sun in the morning. More from our correspondent.
Today is the beginning of Thai month and Tamils celebrate the harvest by offering their food to the sun and also to the cattle, especially the bulls, which help the farmers in ploughing the fields. Sugarcane pandals, colorful rangolis, mango leaf festoons and painted clay pots make the day very special in villages. Thai Pirandal Vazhipirakkum is an old saying which means the birth of this month will make a way for things to be accomplished. Tomorrow is Mattu Pongal for the cattle, where the horns of the bulls are tied with new bells and colorful festoons to give additional jingles to them when they are being taken for a jolly ride through the villages. The last day of the Pongal season is Kanum Pongal, where people visit their villages and spend time together. Joy, Akashvani, Chennai.
In Telangana, Makar Sankranti, the second day of the 3-day festival, is being celebrated with religious fervour and traditional gaiety. Our correspondent says towns and villages in the state came alive as the festivities reached peaks on the second day of the festival. More from our correspondent.
People in Telangana are celebrating the Harvest Festival in line with the traditions followed in their respective regions, with a large number of people reached to their native villages. The grandeur of the festival is seen in its true essence in the villages, but the cities and towns too are soaked in the festive spirit. Devotional songs by Haridasulu and offering alms to them, respecting the Gangareddu, the decorated bulls, sharing of sweets, new clothes and gifts marked the festivities. The Makar Sankranti is being celebrated today, marking the movement of the sun to Tropic of Cancer from the Capricorn, which attains importance for special offerings to the ancestors. Lxmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
President Droupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the fellow citizens living in India and abroad on the occasion. Addressing a function to celebrate Pongal in the national capital, Mr. Modi wished all happiness to everyone on the occasion.
पोंगल के पर्व की अनेक अनेक शुभकामनाएं. इनिय पोंगल नल्ला अड़तुक्कल. मेरी कामना है आपके जीवन में भी सुख समृद्धि और संतोष की धारा का प्रवाह निरंतर होता रहे। कुछ लोग आज उत्तरायण मना रहे हैं। मैं इन सभी पर्वों की देशवासियों को बधाई देता हूं।
Over 12 crore people across the country have participated in the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra VBSY within a short period. The staggering number is evidence of the profound impact of the program. In Puducherry, the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is garnering an overwhelming response. More from our correspondent.
भारत का अनमोल यही समय है.
Prime Minister Swanidhi scheme for providing micro loans to street vendors for sustaining their livelihood has attached a large number of street vendors, including women in the Union Territory of Puducherry. One of the beneficiaries explained how useful the scheme is to her.
என் பேர் சுகுணா. நான் நெல்லித்தோப்பு தொகுதியிலிருந்து சாலையோர வியாபாரி பேசுறேன்.
I am Sughna, a street vendor in Nellithopu area. I have received rupees 10,000 as loan under PM Swanidhi. It was very useful to me. If I had got the amount from private money lenders, then the profit would go for interest alone, and I won't be able to repay the principal amount as the interest rate is less in bank loan. We are able to repay the principal amount also. Repayment of loan in due date would fetch us further loan of rupees 20,000, then 30,000. It is very useful to me. I, on behalf of all street vendors like me, thank the Prime Minister for this scheme.
எல்லா சாலை வியாபாரம் சார்பாகவும் நான் மிக்க நன்றி சொல்லிக்கிறோம்.
This is Priya, Akashvani Puducherry.
Cold to severe cold wave condition is likely to continue over plains of northwest India during the next 3 days and decrease thereafter. Indian Met Department has forecast that the minimum temperatures will be in the range of 3 to 7 degrees Celsius over most parts of Punjab, Haryana, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. The lowest minimum temperature of 2.5 degrees Celsius was reported at Ludhiana in Punjab yesterday. Cold day to severe cold day condition is likely to continue in some parts of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar till today. In shooting, India's Yogesh Singh won a gold medal in the men's 25-meter standard pistol event at the Asian Shooting Championships 2024 in Jakarta, Indonesia yesterday. Mongolian shooter Dawako Engkhatwan claimed the silver medal with the same score. In hockey, the Indian women's hockey team beat New Zealand 3-1 in its second Pool B match of the FIH Hockey Olympic Qualifiers 2024 at the Marang Gomke Jayapal Singh AstroTurf Hockey Stadium in Ranchi, Jharkhand yesterday. The win helps the Indian women's hockey team keep their Paris 2024 Olympics dreams alive. The top 3 hockey teams from the 8-nation tournament will earn a spot at the Paris 2024 Olympics, which will be held in France in July-August this year. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Pramod. Over 600 flights delayed, 76 cancelled as season worst fog envelops Delhi is the lead in the Hindu. The paper adds as visibility at the Delhi airport ranged between 0 to 50 meters for 10 hours. Most flights had to be cancelled or were delayed, resulting in a cascading effect across most airports. All papers also cover the story of Milind Deora quitting the Congress. The Hindustan Times says Milind Deora quits Congress, joins Shinde-led Shiv Sena. The Pioneer writes, major jolt to Congress as Deora quits. The Business Standard has a front page headline, Government plans 24/7 pan-India power by 2025 as the union government is looking to set March 2025 as the deadline for uninterrupted power supply across the country. And finally, most papers have on their front page a picture of Prime Minister Modi feeding cows on the lawns of his residence on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. And with that, it's back to you, Pramod.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to release first installment of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin under PM-JANMAN scheme today. President Droupadi Murmu to be on a 3-day visit to Meghalaya and Assam beginning today. Festivals of harvest, Makar Sankranti, Pongal, Uttarayan and Magh Bihu being celebrated in different parts of the country. Cold to severe cold wave condition likely to continue over plains of northwest India during next 3 days. India's Yogesh Singh wins gold medal in men's 25-meter standard pistol event at Asian Shooting Championships in Jakarta. And India beat New Zealand 3-1 in FIH Women's Hockey Olympic Qualifiers in Ranchi. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.